Skyward Sword HD officially releases on July 16th, but many early reviews have already trickled out on various platforms including YouTube. In this video we will discuss the common consensus so far for the remaster of one of the most polarizing games in Zelda history. Hey, what's going on guys, it's Ryan here from Game Essays. This channel is all about covering some of my favorite game series, including Zelda and Pokemon. So for more Zelda content, make sure to both like this video and hit the subscribe button. So getting into today's video, I basically wanted to summarize what I have seen from the various review videos that have come out so far and give you guys a nice little bite-sized consensus on Skyward Sword HD ahead of the release. So if you hadn't pre-ordered yet and you were maybe iffy on buying, maybe this will help you one way or the other. First, getting into the motion controls and button-only controls, it seems that for the most part, the motion controls are as they were in the Wii version, pretty much fully intact, with the only issue basically being that you will have to recalibrate a lot. And I basically expected this going in. I've been playing Mario Galaxy from the Mario 3D All-Stars collection, and I'm enjoying the heck out of that game. But yes, you do have to calibrate a lot. The only issue is in Mario Galaxy, yes, there's motion controls, but it's not as intensive as Skyward Sword is. So that might get a little bit more annoying, but I think naturally how I've come to just calibrate as I'm playing the game, it's just become part of the process of me playing Mario Galaxy on the collection on the Switch. It's going to just, you're going to get into a groove where you just know to calibrate for the motion controls. So that's the one downside, but as far as I have seen from the various reviews, it seems as responsive as ever in all the other ways. Now the button-only controls I have heard are a little bit on the awkward side just because no Zelda game has ever controlled in the way that the button-only controls Zelda is going to control, right? And, you know, that makes sense, so it's going to take some getting used to. It's going to be an adjustment, but from what I've heard, it's actually preferred for things like swimming sections and being in the sky. So maybe for the tad tone sections and things like that, people may actually switch over to the button-only controls, and from what I've heard from these reviews, you can use your Pro Controller. You don't have to be in handheld mode to do the button-only controls, so that's a relief. I plan to try them out just to get a feel for them, but I anticipate that I will mainly be using the motion controls. I'm a little bit worried about the button-only controls, and that might just feel awkward, but I do want to try out both extensively. As far as the other quality of life changes, obviously we know about from the videos Nintendo has put out that Fi is going to be chilled out. She's going to chill out, she's not going to be as annoying, and then you can speed through dialogue if you want to, you can skip cutscenes. There's other various little quality of life improvements, and that's all great for improving the pacing of the game, but fundamentally, sections of the game have not been shortened. So at the end of the day, if you had a problem with the Silent Realm, they didn't reduce anything there. If you had a problem with the tad tone sections, or when your equipment gets stolen at the Death Mountain section towards the end of the game, none of that is going to fundamentally change, aside from, like I said, faster dialogue and things like that. So at the end of the day, if your problem with Skyward Sword was the pacing of the game and things like that, it's really, sure, it's going to be improved because of the little things, but as far as like the sections you play through, none of that is fundamentally improved. So if those were your issues with the game, it's not going to be any better. So for some people, Skyward Sword HD is not going to change your opinion on the game. I think for most people, if you have never played it, this is a great opportunity to play it. But if you have played the game and you just don't like it, Skyward Sword HD is most likely not going to change your opinion. I'm certainly someone, Skyward Sword has not been my favorite Zelda game, but I love playing every single Zelda game, and I will be doing a review of Skyward Sword HD. It may not be out until sometime in mid to late August, just because the way I do the reviews for Zelda, it takes a little bit of time to do, but it is the next game that I plan to review in my Reviewing Every Zelda Game series. So go check out the rest of the series if you haven't seen it yet. But I just wanted to give you guys a brief take on what the consensus so far is going into the release of Skyward Sword HD, so this hopefully helps your buying decision. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time.